Welcome back everyone to another edition of Figures from the Attic. Today we're back, this time with a retro figure unboxing and review, specifically of a Hulk Hogan figure that I had no idea even existed. To be honest, I thought the bone crunching action style figures were discontinued like in early 2000, but according to this figure I have in my hands right here, it looks like they continued into 2003. As you can see the date right here, 2003. You can see it's kind of a bone crunching style figure. There's not a lot of articulation. It's just kind of rubber with arm and leg articulation, possibly head. We'll see when I open this up. But yeah, I had no idea this Hogan existed because, you know, when bone crunching action was at its height was in like the mid 90s, which is when Hulk Hogan would have been with WCW at that point. But the fact that this exists, Hulk Hogan in his Hulkamania getup as a bone crunching action. It's not a customized figure. It's not fan made. It's actually released by WWE and Jakks Pacific. It's just wild to me. But if you look at the back, even more interesting, you can see that we're already starting to advertise Series 1 of the Ruthless Aggression, which was soon to come. You get that Brock Lesnar. Was that Rey Mysterio in Series 1? He may have been, but I do know that the John Cena was and this Chavo Guerrero was in Series 1. But they also have this Kane, which is not Ruthless Aggression. They have Triple H, of course, and Undertaker. This style would have come out just before Ruthless Aggression. What was it called? Titantron Live? Yeah, those are the Titantron Live figures. But yeah, just a weird mismatch of figures here being advertised as well as on card. But this figure is 23 years old. Let's get them opened up and see what we're working with. You gotta like the old school packaging. You just rip off the back and boom, you're done. It just smells like 2003. And here he is, right there in his plastic prison. Nice Hulk Hogan head sculpt right there. Get him out of there. Oh, he feels, for being 23 years old, it's not really too goopy. Sometimes these are a little like slimy, but no, he feels pretty good. Nice and solid. Maybe a little soft by the ankles. They kind of move a little bit easier than, say, the top of the body, but other than that, he's pretty good. The head does move, so you do get head articulation. You get both arms, and of course both legs, and waist as well. As you can see also, they have the classic holes here on the arms. I remember my bone crunching action figures had those as well. I guess maybe that helps with articulation, helping them move and maybe stay agile. I'm not 100% sure. Do they have the bone crunching feature? No. No, I guess it's just the appearance of bone crunching without actually being bone crunching. But you let me know. I don't remember ever seeing this in Toys R Us, KB Toys, Walmart when I was a kid. I don't recall ever finding these in stores. But it looks like kind of a dumbed down version of the bone crunching action. The head sculpt is very nice, as you can see right there. You got the Hulk Still Rules bandana, because this would have been when he came back. He originally reformed the NWO with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and then he went on to face The Rock at WrestleMania. The reception for him was so epic, and he was instantly turned babyface, so they decided to go with him and get this one last run. I love those tights. Instead of wearing like the classic yellow trunks, he started wearing the long tights, kind of tie-dye with red in there. I always loved that look. You just get kind of basic white boots. And the skin tone's pretty accurate too. He's got a nice tan going on. Of course, the Fu Manchu mustache. And you get kind of the NWO style 5 o'clock shadow. So it's definitely that comeback Hulk Hogan. This is not your 80s Hogan that you knew in WWF. This is definitely comeback Hogan. He had one last run with the Undisputed Championship. But a very nice figure for what it is. Am I going to display this? Probably not, because I don't have any of my other bone crunching action figures displayed. So I don't really have reason to display him. But it's a nice period piece, a nice bit of trivia to know that this Hulk Hogan exists. And it's a nice addition to my collection. As an overall score, I mean, I can't go much higher than, say, maybe a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's not great. It's kind of hard to stand up. It is a little, like I said, and the ankle's a little loosey-goosey. But yeah, I think a 5 out of 10 is fair. It's more like a talking piece, kind of a bit of trivia in wrestling figure action history. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more.